Welcome back, everybody, to the Cake Eaters Avalanche podcast with a side of mullet, with a little hint of tactical nuke. Where me and Blake both went to this game, and it was, in fact, I wouldn't. If you told me that was the way this game went, I wouldn't have been surprised at all, given the fact that it's a matinee game and it's a mullet and it's against the Coyotes. It's just like the way this game went in a vacuum makes complete not in a vacuum makes complete sense.
Yeah, it makes sense because they can get their top line away from the other team's matchups. So yeah.
So this was a cake. I have banana cake because the game was bananas. Yeah. So the start of this game sucked.
First period was horrible.
If I was watching this on TV, I would have just had probably fallen asleep or something. But I was sitting 5 rows away, and I was on the attack side, so it was just kind of cool to be able to watch it from that angle. That's kind of what did it for me. What got me through that. But other than that, just not very good. Well, I guess really quick. I mean, there's nothing to talk about in the first period. I don't know. The penalty kill did pretty good. I'm still not entirely sure what Devontae's did to get a penalty, but
they never showed any replays the whole
game. No, they don't show replays. It was really annoying.
At Ball Arena, they show every replay.
They also have a screen that's the size of Cancun. So
true, but I can guarantee you that the Coyotes have the same amount of cameras. They just
no, for sure. I don't know. Let's talk about. I've been to. This is the only Avs game that I've been to at Mullet because I didn't go to the first one.
Gotcha.
What did you think of your first experience at Mullet Arena?
Well, they need more bathrooms. And they need bigger concourses. Because even though there's not that many people, it feels like there's a lot of people when you're walking on the concourse.
Oh yeah, the walkways are 10 feet at most.
Tiny. Yeah,
it's frustrating. Now picture that with a bunch of college kids. Where it's
there weren't too many. It was actually kind of mostly.
No, I know, but at an ASU hockey game, where it's a bunch of college kids.
Yeah,
probably been out drinking before. It sucks.
The one bathroom thing for 4 sections was crazy.
Yeah, no, the bathroom situation isn't very good. Did you get food?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
What did you get?
Terrible. Chicken nuggets and fries.
Oh.
Chicken was horrible.
Where'd you go?
To the one on the corner right there.
Oh, on the corner.
Right where we were sitting.
Oh, okay. See, you didn't listen. You should have gotten a big chicken.
That was too far away.
It was. That doesn't exist in Mullet Arena. But it's worth it, dude. That chicken sandwich is incredible. It's so good. But
it's all right. I didn't actually get any food. I just someone got it for me, you know?
So what did you think of your viewing experience?
It was terrific.
Do you say terrific?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have said horrific. I was like, what the hell happened? Yeah, not a bad seat in that place. I actually ended up, my seat was in the student section, so I was sitting on bleachers. Not super comfortable. Especially when people don't have a concept of okay, this is where I'm supposed to sit. I shouldn't be sitting in someone else's seat,
Right. Yeah.
That's why it's nice to have those dividers, but wasn't too bad. It was pretty close, like I said. So Now we can get back into the game. So, like I said, the first period was a nothing burger of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried this was going to be an absolute slugfest because that's the way the Arizona Coyotes want to play hockey.
Mm-hmm.
But then it seemed like in the second period, the Avs kind of broke through. Scored a nice little goal. Mikko Rantanen. So that was actually so the Avs had a power play in the first period and it kind of sucked, but this next one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. I don't know. First period was just horrible, and then second period felt like a real period.
The Avs were dominating.
The Avs' best period by far.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I mean, it's a good play by Mikko. I mean, cuts off the pass, and obviously, so he scores. I feel I've heard this mentioned. This is like double karmic retribution for not only the ref absolutely jobbing him on the empty net the other day, and then for Nate getting high sticked and the ref just not calling it.
Yeah, I mean, high sticks for the Avs recently have not been penalties.
Which is weird because I feel like that's such an easy call to make.
Non-negotiable, and there's always blood, so it's just easy. And yeah, it should have been a double minor.
Right. Yeah.
So wouldn't have had McKinnon though for the first little bit of it.
Right. But it doesn't matter because they wouldn't have gotten it anyways because Mikko. Well, I mean, they actually technically would have gotten it because they touched the puck, but also, whatever. It doesn't matter. It worked out. Yeah. I mean, nice little play. And then the Avs roll right back down in the third line. Sets up a goal for Bo Byram to tap in. I mean, obviously neither of them are scoring the goal, but it's nice to have them contribute on something.
Definitely.
Which is good because I thought, I didn't think they were the worst line, but they just weren't doing anything offensively.
Which line?
No, that was the fourth line. Cogliano, Helm, O'Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just weren't doing very much on offense.
No.
It was pretty lame from those guys. But, I mean, they did, they were pretty good in the advanced metrics. So,
yeah,
it's fine. You take that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the rest of the period's pretty good. The Avs kind of got they got a little bit lucky on those goals. And I mean, both of those goals were pretty greasy. I don't know. What did you think? I think Connor Ingram played a pretty good game today. I mean, obviously that one
the first goal. Yeah. The first goal,
bad.
No. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the same story for both goalies. They both played pretty good on the whole, but they had one goal that was just really not good.
Honestly, I didn't like the first and the third from Georgiev.
The first that's just a really good shot. I mean,
I don't love it.
I
just feel like when a guy scores from the goal line, it's just
sometimes, but I mean, it's just sometimes, the shooter just does a good job. I feel like it's, yeah. But I mean, on the whole, I mean, that's kind of what it took to beat him. They weren't going to beat him with a shot very cleanly. They didn't the entire time. Every goal was scored, from right there, on the goal line. They had to literally tap or tuck it in.
Right.
So goals did not come easy.
Yeah, a lot of greasy ones.
And then the third period rolls around and the Avs decided they were done. I guess the game was over. They didn't need to try anymore.
Right. So frustrating, dude.
It's you finally, all these games that you play against Arizona, you've been tied going into the third period. And it's for once you have a lead, but no, that's not good enough. Or no, that's too good. I don't know. It's too easy. And it's just like the problem they had, way back in January where they just couldn't really hold a lead.
Yeah, well, it was kind of the same thing. It was, I mean, the 2-0 lead. It's kind of the same lead that we saw them, lose a lot earlier in the season. It was, when they can't get to 3, because like the other team, they're opening up. So literally all you have to do is try, because when the other team's trying to come back, they're playing a more open style.
Right.
So literally all you have to do is try, and you can just keep building.
You just have to think and put some effort in.
Use
it's pretty
your
simple.
brain. Yeah, finish your checks. Just do the right. And it was mostly the top line that just.
Oh yeah.
Stop trying.
On the whole, I thought the top line was pretty not good today, except for Val. Val, obviously.
Yeah, he was the only one, and actually, I liked Mikko quite a bit.
So on the first goal, second, was it the second? One of the goals, I was really pissed off with Mikko because Nate passed it back to him. He missed it, and then instead of just getting the puck and getting it out, he tries to engage in this battle. And so he's engaged in a battle. So another Coyote, just because the Avs expect him to just move the puck, a Coyote just comes and takes it. And that's what starts the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what annoyed me with Mikko. I didn't think his effort was bad. I just think he was a little off. I think Nate was just, I don't know, man.
Nate was really bad today.
Dude, yeah, that first power play where he just slaps the puck up 5 feet off the ice to Kale. I'm like, what are you doing, man? And then on the third goal, he's just he's there. He's right there, but he's just coasting back. All he has to do is take a stride. I understand it's not his guy, but just take a stride, plays over.
He was just so bad, dude. Even in overtime too, he just wasn't using his feet.
No, yeah, he was constantly cutting back. It was super frustrating. But did he get a point?
No.
Yeah, that's probably good. That's probably better because he got 3 points last time, and I didn't think he played super good.
Yeah, so, I don't think he's played very good for
a week. Yeah.
I
think he played pretty good against Chicago. He just couldn't. He just was a little unlucky, but
I would just take him away from Mikko.
Something like that. Yeah, he needs to.
This is just what happens. He stops shooting, and
yeah, he gets frustrated. Yeah, it's annoying, but hopefully, he'll definitely need to be better against Minnesota and Dallas. That's for damn sure.
Even just tomorrow.
Oh right, yeah.
You can't. They already lost to the Ducks this year, so
right.
Sorry if I'm a little out of it. I'm trying to answer some questions about why I got punched in the face by my brother. So if you can see my eyes, I just hope I don't get a black eye, dude. Do not need a black eye.
Makes you look tough. I discovered I have a scar on my cheek the other day. I've had this scar for forever, and I just noticed it.
Really?
It's pretty subtle. Yeah, you can't really see it, especially here because my face gets super bright. But there's I think it's I don't even know which side it's on. That's how subtle this thing is. There's just this little indentation in my cheek, just this line. And I'm I don't know where the fuck this came from. Did I get in a knife fight or something? Anyways, ladies love a good story. So pick up chicks. Anyways, let's get into this third period and this absolute. We talked about the month, and for the most part, we talked about the first goal. I don't know what happens. Bo Byram got absolutely sniped, ate it.
Yeah.
And then just this weird, like we said, the shot gets through. that you're like, okay, this one, hopefully this one wakes them up, All right, now they know that the Coyotes can in fact score, and then they turn around the Coyotes, and then they just like decide, oh, let's just like kind of change, while they have the puck. What could go wrong? This team has some changing problems.
Yeah, that's what happens when they get bad and lazy.
They're just like, we'll just change. Who cares?
I mean, yeah. That whole third period was just, oh man.
It was just,
I don't even want to think about it.
Like, and the problem with these other two goalies is that they're turtling so hard. They sit back so far, and the other team just kind of take it to them. They just can't really flip the switch. This one, they were just not doing anything.
Right.
Like, they're chasing all over the zone. A puck gets rimmed, and instead of just cutting it off, they're just like, let me follow it.
But it was only the top line, like, honestly.
I think it was the top line, like that. Obviously, they leave in the most goals, and obviously they didn't do very well. But I think this was something that was happening with other lines. The second line, I thought, did the best in that third period, or whatever the hell the lines was. I don't know. Bednar kind of fucked with the lines a lot today.
Did he though?
The middle six kind of flip-flopped all the time. Like, I would see like Mulligan and
special teams, I think.
Yeah, I think I saw it a few times. I guess maybe, but I think he like kept him out there a little bit longer sometimes. It was weird. Anyways, that happens. Really nice goal from Christian Fischer. Fonte's got Meg. That's kind of embarrassing. But I mean, that's not his fault. Oh shit, Miami won. This is the best March Madness ever.
Miami won?
Yeah.
No way.
They rallied.
And
then
it was ahead by a lot. Yeah. Damn.
And then it started. Then Val Nichushkin was like, "This is my game."
Yeah, he just took over, man. And
Kelmakar,
I thought he was their only good player in the first period. I mean, and then
dude, he had that one. I could tell he was moving the puck really well in the first period. He was making some like, Val Nichushkin isn't like a big like playmaker kind of guy, but he's like sending some seam passes
today. Yeah,
it was like, okay.
Yeah, he made this one to Mikko on the power play entry that I was like, yeah, that was the goods in the second period.
And then he made the one to Mikko in the one really high danger chance the Avs had, like where Mikko was right in front. Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorites from my angle because you could see I was literally like right at this angle, and you could see the little lane open up as the Coyotes defender just pulls the stick away, and Nuke just hits him perfectly.
Yep, that was awesome.
It was super cool. Nuke scores, and he's like right in front of me, so I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then all right, now they're gonna do it. All right, now they're just gonna. All right, got our lead back.
Yeah. Now they're gonna put the clamps on. Arizona sucks. No.
And then they were like, "Fuck you." Also, and then Alexandar Georgiev was like, "I don't need to try either."
Yeah, but
I legitimately have no idea what the hell happened on that goal.
I guess he just didn't track it.
Apparently, it looks like it like so. I heard it was like a spinorama goal, and I guess that like caught him off guard. Yeah, so it definitely like. I mean, and that's one where it's not like I'm not as mad at the defense, I mean, I will give credit to Clayton Keller. I just watched it. That thing was kind of fucking nuts. Like the velocity, like it's a save he needs to have, but it's also like that's like the way he was able to spin and rocket that shot. It's like, holy shit. Like give like a little bit of a hand to Clayton Keller because that's not easy to do. Only people like Colin Wilson could do something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Anyways, and then it was just kind of like, all right, well, we're going to overtime. Overtime, I mean, like it wasn't very like impressive. I mean, the Avs were definitely the better team. I mean, I will give credit to the Avs. They like anytime Arizona got the puck, they were like, no, It's our
Yeah,
puck.
true. I mean, Arizona sucks at overtime because they don't have a defenseman who's good at it.
Right. Yeah, they don't have any sort of defenseman to try and push play.
Valimacky's okay, but he's just okay. Soderstrom can skate. That's about all he can do.
Yeah, it's always JJ Moser who they have out there too.
And he's not good. So,
yeah,
yeah, I think that's their issue.
Yeah, and like so this is what all these goals were pretty greasy, and obviously there's that goal that Ingram doesn't do very good on, but as far as puck stopping, he was pretty good. Like he was stopped. He had that really nice shot save on Mikko where he had like the one timer and he got his shoulder up. I don't think the Avs put their best on him.
No.
Val Nichushkin had like the one rush where he just kind of skated by everybody.
There was one Mikko shot on the power play. And they just didn't. Yeah, you're right. They didn't put their best on him. They didn't. Arizona really didn't let him get to the middle ever.
No, yeah. That was that's what Arizona does. And then we roll around to the shootout. I have never witnessed a shootout that long in person.
Nor have I, and it was really frustrating and really stressful.
See, so I was super frustrated. I don't know. I kind of found myself like in like this kind of. I was worried going into it because Georgiev looked a little shaky, and then it's like Ingram looks locked in. I'm just like, oh, I don't know. And the Avs stars weren't really like showing it. Like I wasn't like, oh, McKinnon's buzzing tonight. I feel he'll get one. But then I was like, but then he stops because this is the thing with the Coyotes. You stop Keller and Schmaltz, and then you're kind of like
good, yeah.
Who?
And sometimes Travis Boyd makes a nice move.
And and Matias Machelli's got like a little bit.
He's got some hands, yeah.
But
Jared Hayton's got good hands too.
Right, and every time they rolled someone out, I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, this guy can do something. But Georgiev was like, no, he can't.
No, he can't. Yeah, when they rolled Lawson Krause over the boards, I was like, all right.
Yeah, and then Christian Fischer, and then I'm like, and he goes 5-hole again, and Georgiev's like, no, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen this one before. And
dude, that move from so I was frustrated when Erod went first, because he's like over his last 5 now at this point.
So here's my take.
And he's not doing that move anymore.
He shouldn't go first, and if he's going at all, he just needs to do the move. Just do the move.
Yeah.
Because he can't do anything else. He hasn't done anything else. So he's just got to do the move. And you know what? If a goalie reads it,
works.
How often do you think the goalie's going to really do film on the shootout?
Not often. And Connor Ingram's not great. So
right. And that's the thing. It's a good enough move that even if a goalie can read it, you can still beat him. Like he beat Igor Shesterkin and Ilya Sorokin with it.
Right. Who was the one goalie he didn't beat? Where it was like, how did he not beat him?
Andre Vasilevsky.
This is the last time we saw it.
Vasilevsky.
Are you sure it was Vasi?
It was Vasi.
Okay. In that case, even then, the 5-hole opens up.
Right. Yeah. You just gotta
you just gotta mess it in, kind of.
Yeah. And this is something that I thought was a little weird. Him and Mikko both tried to stick handle, and it just got lost.
They just
right there.
They just dangled themselves into Ingram. But
they didn't even dangle themselves into it. They just lost. The puck just got lost.
Right. They didn't even try to make a move.
So I thought McKinnon's move was actually pretty good.
And it hit the knob of the stick.
Yeah. So did you see Ingram was talking to his stick? He was looking at it, and I
did notice that. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So funny.
Weirdo. But then they keep, so it's frustrating because Georgiev's making these saves and the Avs aren't scoring. Then they roll back down, and then Cale Makar, I don't know what his move was. He had him beat, but he just missed.
Good move. It was like early career Nate kind of move. I have it on video. I have it on video. I'm watching it right now. Yeah, so he faked the shot, and then he went back upstairs to the glove, and he just lifted it over the net. I thought I thought that was game. Like when he rolled over the boards, I was like, all right,
Right.
Kale's gonna win this one.
It's like, oh, it's Kale against the Coyotes. We've seen this before.
Kale against Connor Ingram, dude.
Well,
Like,
right.
so
But no. And then we keep going, and then JT Compher rolls. His shot was like just it was the JT Compher of shots.
and Mulligan comes down and does the same thing.
And then I'm like, Dennis Mulligan, let's go. And then it's like, okay, that wasn't very good.
Yeah. Maybe let's not do you next time in the shootout.
I mean, I'd still rather have him than JT and Erod at this point. But
dude, Val, I don't get it because you see all these videos from practice, right? Of Val, like winning all these like individual drills and stuff, right? And he's got like some sweet hands, in practice. In games, they kind of go away. And so I'm like, this is as close to practice as you're ever going to get. Like,
right.
Just let him try the shootout because I feel like, he just will kind of will it into the net, kind of like he always does,
Yeah.
And
So
he like opposite Forsberg, like forehand Forsberg. So cool.
it was incredible.
Awesome move.
I mean, he and then his little waves over the puck in front of Ingram.
Yes, we added a little bit.
I mean, this is the thing with a guy like Val Nichushkin. He's so long that like all he has to do, the goalie just has to be out of position just a little bit, and he's just like, here, I'll just put this puck around you.
Slide this right around you really quick here.
Yeah. It's like, get out of here.
Dude, my eye hurts so bad.
Gee, I wonder why.
What?
I said, gee, I wonder why. I can't. I don't know. Where do I find?
Like the dull pain, because like when you get your eye scratched or you have like something in it, it's like the sharp pain. Mine's like a dull pain, like it just got socked, which it did.
Val Nichushkin is a point per game on Sundays.
He's over a point per game on the season, isn't he?
He should be if they haven't logged his stats yet.
He's got
41 points and 42 duties. Oh my god.
41 and 40. Yeah, I mean the thing about it is he in that little stretch where he was just coming off of that ankle surgery, he had 3 points in 13 games.
Oh yeah, no, he's been like,
and ever since then he's
been a monster.
Cooking. So, yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, we have Val Nichushkin for 7 more years. And obviously, we'll see, but like that just feels good. I love Val. I love Val Nichushkin, man.
Me too.
And then his face after he scores, where he was just like, "Yeah, I just did that."
Yeah. Yeah, I have to update everybody on my bets today, really quick.
Oh, right.
So I've been on a little bit of a bad beat. I got none correct in the last game. Today, I only got 1 of 4, which is sad. I got Mikko anytime goal scorer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I was feeling Dennis Mulligan because, it'd been 2 games without the best player in the world scoring. But no, wasn't to be. And then I always put McKinnon over shots on goal. It's 4.5 today, and he only had 2. So,
yep, he was
rare occurrence there. Put him back by himself so he can start shooting again, please.
Dude,
you go away from him.
Yeah, with Erod, I think you can move. You can swap those 2 now.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to point something out. I think Cale Makar's hurt, like playing with something.
Why?
He's not moving like himself. I don't know if you noticed it, but he's just not. He's just, like something's with his legs.
Maybe. I guess that could be the case. It's just, he just
very well.
Last game he was moving just fine.
But I mean, like I would have had to see the game in person, but it just like his first couple steps just
maybe. I mean he took a maintenance day. It could be, I don't know, it could be less that he's hurt, more that he's getting back in a rhythm, I guess.
I don't know, man.
We'll see. We'll see if this like if this is
about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
So because it was his leg, obvious. It was clearly his leg in Detroit. Like he tweaked something, and
Yeah.
it just seems like
Well, right, and I mean, with those things, you can tighten up without like not playing for a while. It can get like some stuff can get
I just
stiff.
feel like it's hindering his ability to push offense, which is what he's so good at.
I mean,
Is skating pucks out. I
he
mean,
also he did that in overtime though. He like cooked the entire like he was just skated by everybody.
true, but like he already had a big head of steam.
Yeah, but I think
It's just the first couple steps where I'm just like, it just doesn't look like the Cale Makar burst.
maybe. I mean, I just don't. I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right. Well, one thing I do want to talk about, power play streak continues. That's 11 games now. So that was pretty cool.
That was a really good power play.
Yeah. And then penalty kill, perfect again. Really good on the second one was a little iffy.
The second and actually the third one was really good. The second one.
Yeah, the first one was so good.
The first one was like, yeah.
Right. You see that sometimes. Like it's like it feels like it's like either they get like if there's like a call like that, it's like either they're like they get mad about it or either they like get completely lost in the sauce about it. I don't know if I'll go into overtime. Carolina came back. Anything else to talk about? Like any, I mean, right, we could talk. I mean, we get to kind of talk about this Ducks game before we do the 3 stars. This is a game you need to win. Probably Jonas Johansson's going to play. Which
JoJo will be in net.
But you know who the best team? I mean, at least so far, that JoJo is against? The Anaheim Ducks.
True.
He shut them out.
He did. That's right. Last year.
Yeah. Well, actually, twice, I guess, technically.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm answering more questions about my brother punching me in the face.
It's fine. I mean, it's like a Sega Baba Light kind of because I mean you're not playing a good team. Your big worry tomorrow, I mean, is John Gibson because he's always just like.
Yeah. And I don't know if he'll play. We obviously we don't know if he's playing.
Right. I mean, I'm assuming he will. They're not playing today.
No, but I can go through their games actually really quick. No, but he just gave up 6 to the Blues. So, yeah. And then the game before,
he probably does that a lot though.
Yeah, I'm checking to see who's been playing their games because it would really. Oh yeah, it'll be either Dostal or Gibson because Gibson played the last game, but they've been playing Dostal a little bit more because he's like their prospect. Yeah, and he was good in the AHL. And he's been pretty good up with the Ducks too. So
we'll see, but I mean, it's just there's no real way you can kind of mind game yourself into like making it okay for the Avs to lose.
No,
and
we'll see how the game plays out, right? Because if they lose like 2-1 and they outshoot the Ducks 45-20, and you just get John Gibson, you're like, okay, like fine,
right?
Whatever.
Like if you like actually like if this is like one of those old games, but if it's like last one, like even then they outchanced them, but they were like
still like you blew a
2 goals.
Was it 2 or 3?
It's 2.
Yeah, I mean either way, it's unacceptable. Like that game, you go back, like that game and that Chicago game, just like.
Right, and I mean, so they got no points against Chicago, no points against Anaheim. This time they kicked the shit out of Chicago, kind of. Maybe they could do that
on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Right, and I mean that's what matters. I mean, especially on a Sega Baba, I'm not going to be like hugely concerned. I'd really like to see like Nate kick some ass tomorrow after he laid this egg.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Ducks are so bad, dude. Like you just gotta go lay waste to them.
Yeah, just
early.
I mean, I don't like. I mean, it could, but you really gotta. I mean, I'm not like a JoJo believer. Like I know he's not very good, but I'm not like one of those guys who's like, oh, JoJo's in that. That's an L.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can't lose the game for you.
True. Like it, and if that's another outcome too, where like if you lose 5-4 and you like play really well, but JoJo just gives up goals, like bad, like a bunch of bad goals, like whatever. I just think it would be a tough. It'd be tough if you got outplayed by the Ducks and like deserved to lose.
Yeah, no, you can't. You absolutely have to be the better team.
Or lost a lead. That would be unacceptable as well. So, but we'll see how the game plays out. I have a feeling it'll be a pretty close game, but I think the Avs will probably come away with it.
Yeah, I'd hope. That's my hope. All right, let's hit it with the 3 stars.
My first star is obviously Val. I just thought he was their best player today. I loved Bo today too. Loved Bo and Byram.
Bo was pretty good.
Did not love what?
In overtime, Bo wasn't as good.
That's okay. I don't really count that. I'm talking, it's okay. But
just waiting for the day that I see Jack all over the boards 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah. During the actual play, though, I thought he was awesome.
I thought him and Sam were both pretty. That was a pretty solid.
I love Sammy G.
I thought Sam was doing pretty good defensively.
I don't know. I felt like he was chasing a lot. But like it was definitely much better than his last few games, but I just feel like he has more. Like the play kind of died on his stick in the ozone as well, which is frustrating. Bo, opposite was the case. I love Bo.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
like when Sammy G had to like shoot, it wasn't happening today. Didn't have the goods. But when he decided to move the puck, it was good.
Yeah. Was that 2 or 3? It was 2, right?
That was 2. Bo is my second. I'll give the third to. This is a tough choice. I might just give it to the trio. Cogliano, Helm, O'Connor. That line gets my third star. I thought they were awesome. They had the Keller line a lot, and they didn't give them anything. And I thought all of them were really good on the PK as well.
Right.
So, yeah, that line definitely.
Yeah, I think I'd go first. I'd go definitely Nuke, obviously.
Yeah.
Like second, I think I'd give Mikko just because. I mean, it was a really nice pass.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mikko. I thought he was good today.
Yeah,
I did. I really did.
Third star. I'm just like I think I don't know. I really liked. I thought like I don't know. Like I thought Rodrigues did really good in his comeback. So
I liked Erod. I thought he was hurt in the first period.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
Or something. So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I don't. And then I want to give honorable mention to Georgiev just because 7 shots in the shootout.
True. Yeah. The thing I loved about Erod today, and honestly, since he moved up to the top line, obviously today he was on the second line, but he's kind of playing that Arturi Lehkonen role on his lines where he's the puck retriever. And he's just forechecking so well. Like it's just so smart. And his body position and his reads, like there were, at least 3 or 4 times today where a Coyotes player had the puck in their own zone and he would, like diagnose like where are his outlets and he would, block it. So they would either have to, like chuck it down the ice, flip it out, or he would steal it. Like I
thought he was definitely very good off the puck. I thought he was okay with the puck.
He was okay with the puck.
There was the one time in the first period where he's open in the slot and he tries to give this like sharp angle pass to JT Comfort. I'm like,
I don't know what that was. Like,
we're not doing this again.
Yeah.
Shoot the puck.
Yeah. But other than that, like I thought he was okay with the puck. But just that puck retriever role.
Yeah, he didn't. It didn't look like he really missed a beat at all. To me,
no, not at all. I think And a lot of players, a lot of forwards kind of say like, I got to go make contact with somebody on my first shift and then I'll be in the game, And he did. Like first shift of the game, goes into the corner against this guy and, rubs him out a little bit. And it looked like from there he was like, okay. And he kind of used, he's a more physical player than he gets credit for. So
Yeah, he was moving today for sure.
really liked his work on the forecheck. I'll give him an honorable mention as well.
There we go. All right. Well, I think that's all. Do we have anything else? What?
Bad player.
Bad player, Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah, enough said.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a good dub. Hopefully, we got another one tomorrow.
Ducks better watch themselves. Nate Dogg doesn't string back.
Yeah, like Duck Hunter.
Yeah,
you'd be like a dog.
If you're betting, like take the over on shots, points.
Nate's the whatever the pick god, that one guy.
Yeah. Just take his bets tomorrow. The Ducks are in trouble.
Yep. Well, watch out, Ducks.